for the cones in there. You gotta tell it.
Oh, I think we still have a piece of the syringe.
Looks about right. I always just pushed them all the way in. Where did that shit like that? I don't know if that piece is still around. A little bit there. I was afraid one day one of them is gonna take off.
Never had, so there've been a lot windier days.
No, a friend of ours, Johnny, ended up.
I'll see that.
Well, they used to. I don't know if you guys remember back in like the late '90s. They used to rent U-Hauls.
Yeah.
And they park them all here, and you just put a ladder up next to it, jump there. Everybody realized after too many beers, that wasn't the safest thing in the world. So these guys started coming out with buses and building these rooftop viewing decks.
Standing up there,
and one of our buddies, while he was in college, bought this bad little boy right here. Pretty cheap, as you can tell.
Where'd he get it?
You know, I don't even know. Do you know where Johnny got the bus from? I bet it was on this side of I-35. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
But they put some time in it and weld all the stuff on top here, and just park this bad boy at the beginning of the season and leave it all year long.
And when do they do that? What
They come up here to
season?
get it.
Man,
Up there.
what season did they start with this actual bus?
I think 05.
05?
Yeah.
05?
05.
Now, do they stay here parked all year? Like, what's the deal with that?
Well, actually, we kind of an understanding we have with the athletic department is that it would be here all year long.
Okay.
So we park it here about a week or two before the alumni game, and it stays all the way through till after Omaha, and then we move it to a friend's land out there.
Okay. Now, didn't a few years ago you guys kind of got in like a little spat with the neighborhood, just like that around here?
Well, I mean, the neighborhood is, it is what it is. I mean, the guys, I'd understand a little bit if I lived over here, but I wouldn't live over here unless I want to be a part of this. So that's why it's a little bit disconcerting for me. But they actually, at one point, 3 years ago, they made this all where you couldn't leave it overnight.
Right.
And so we actually went, Johnny and a couple other guys, Bobby went and talked to DeLoss and was like, hey, what can we do? Let's work out a compromise. And so what they did is this sign right here, you can't park overnight from there on, but they're allowing us from this point on. So at least it's not just all the way down. There's a lot of day laborers that get picked up for work right here. So most of their trucks are in this area, so I guess they're maybe getting a little tired of.
So why do you guys do this? I mean, you
Why not?
fans, obviously. Yeah.
Why not? Austin, you must have never been out here yet.
Oh, I've been out here before. Just tell me. I mean, I can say it, but I need you guys to say it.
I mean, why not? I mean, it's gorgeous. I mean, it's the best day of the year, 85 degrees. Got a cold beer in the hand. Got beautiful girls walking by. Got all our good friends. Ping of the baseball bat going off. We get a little home field advantage. Give the right and center fielders a little bit of our little piece of our mind. Do a little homework on Facebook and their alumni sites.
Nice. Let's talk to you guys. Tell me about the 25 inning game. You here out for that?
Oh yeah, we were here for every single game of regionals and super last year.
Okay.
I thought, every game I saw, I'm like, how can you beat that? And it seemed to. 25 inning game was just unbelievable. We're sitting there after 9 innings. We're like, all right, let's just go ahead and get this done. The tricky thing about that game was we were the visiting team, so we didn't have the ball in our hand at the end of the game. So we had to go ahead and score a run and then stop them to win the game. And it just dragged on forever. Some people actually had to leave during the game, thinking they were going to miss the end of the game, and were able to make it back before the game ended at 1:30 in the morning.
You guys didn't make any beer runs or anything?
We had to make 2 beer runs. One in the 9th inning, and I think one about maybe the 21st or something like that. So it was a long day, but it was an awesome game. Didn't think we could top that until the next day when Preston Clark hit the walk-off grand slam to win the regional. So it was a beautiful way to get sent off to Omaha, or off to the super regionals.
So talk about maybe your favorite moment. Is it one of those two for sure here?
Actually, favorite moment overall, there's been some great games we've seen out here, but probably one of the best moments was just 3 weeks ago, or 2-3 weeks ago, when Iowa was playing in town. We had a 4-game set, a doubleheader on Saturday, and we got kind of friendly with the center and right fielder on the Friday game. Turns out the next day we actually met their families out here, and a couple of them hung out on the bus with us during the games, and it was great. They actually even signed this ball for us.
Oh wow!
So to their favorite Longhorns. And so it was pretty cool. We had a good time with them back and forth and hanging out with their family, and it was a great time. Similar story was in the regionals last year. At the final game against Army, a lot of the Boston College kids actually came up on the bus and watched the last game with us too. So it's great getting to intermingle with a lot of the players out here, and those are probably the best moments.
Awesome. Do you guys talk trash to the team? They're out
Oh
there.
yeah.
Yeah. So what's the deal? You talk trash, but you also let them come up on the bus too?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
fun.
all in fun. Yeah, we're not trying to be mean or ruthless or anything about it.
What's our Aggies?
Aggies and Sooners, whole different level. But anyone else, we just love the guys that banter back with us, have a good time, and enjoying the atmosphere.
What was this center fielder for the Aggies last year?
He had a little crying attack.
He got caught in between in a rundown in between third and home, and as he comes running out, whenever somebody in the center or right field makes a mistake or strikes out, we just give it to him on the way out in the beginning of the next inning. And the center fielder for Devil last year comes out after ending the inning, getting caught in a rundown, and we start just giving him all kinds of hell. And he goes and starts crying and runs over to the right field umpire, like slamming his glove down and pointing at us, and the umpire's like, dude, you're 22 years old, man. Get over it.
Does that happen a lot? Is that
Yeah, it's the only time I've ever seen somebody like lose. Yeah, just
lose it.
You lose that off, you think you get used to it.
You get a lot of guys that don't respond. They're just trying to focus on the game. But we enjoyed a lot more when people, play back with us. It makes it a lot more enjoyable during the game.
There's the shortstop and left fielder last year, David Hernandez. He played ball up in Northern California, and the right fielder for Oral Roberts played ball with him in high school in the summer leagues. And so I've been texting Dave and getting some information, some juicy information. So we sometime during the game we can go and unleash some knowledge that he has no idea that we're gonna.
Right, exactly. Now, you guys friends with some of the players still? Like, some of the players? They know.
Yeah, we do. The players come out here after each game. They come out the right field fence, so we get to talk to them a lot after the games. If we're here early enough, sometimes we can catch them going in. So, they know we're out here. They come talk to us after the end. Friends with a lot of them on Facebook, talking back and forth on there. So it's a good time. They definitely know when we're on the road with them that we're around. So,
are you a fan of Chance Ruffin as the closer right now?
At first I thought Workman was going to end up taking that role this year, but I think the more and more I look at it, Ruffin's got that mean attitude that a closer needs, and the more I watch him, the more he reminds me of Houston Street. Just his quick delivery, the ferociousness, just attacking hitters. I think it's a great spot. I mean, I think it was a big move for him to give up his starting role to help the team out. So.
Yeah, Augie said the same thing, kind of comparing to Houston Street. He said they're different pitchers, but the same mentality.
Yeah.
All right, so talk about preparation for this. What time do you guys get out here usually?
I try and get out about 3:30. I don't have a normal work schedule, so I can kind of get out here whenever.
Okay.
Depending on my girlfriend has a normal work schedule, so if she gets up at 3:30, then I have to wait till 3:30 so I can bring her out, because she's just as excited as we are. But you work till 4.
Yeah, I mean, on the weekday games, we usually have people showing up anywhere from about 4:30 till right before game time. On the weekends, we try and make it a big day of it and get out here. A 1 o'clock Saturday game, we'll be out here by 10 or 11 in the morning. Kind of getting everything set up on the bus. Just having a little fun tailgating. Having a good time, watching batting practice, things like that. And, getting ready for the game.
Now, just a little bit of you said you're in Hellraisers. It's a little bit of like not letting go of the Hellraiser thing, kind of keeping
a little bit,
staying,
yeah.
Never graduate.
The
kind
same
of thing.
as hey, never graduate. That's what ESPN says, right?
Exactly.
So, hey, never graduate. We're gonna follow the Longhorns till I die. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, who you let up there? Is it anybody that wants to come out here and hang, or is it
it's invitation by an
Okay.
owner or those of us that kind of run the bus, but we'll make exceptions on certain days, and if it's a small crowd, we may let a couple people up here and there, but typically it's invitation by owner only.
Now, who painted the bus? Is it? Talk about that.
I don't think anybody wants to take credit for that.
We are actually working on getting someone to come out and paint a mural on it. So
cool.
I don't know how soon it'll be done, but that's one of the ideas we had. We want to do a lot of touch-up work, get some more burnt orange on it, because outside of the dirty rims and frames, there's not much burnt orange on it. So
what about the name Bullpen? Did that just come from?
Well, the bullpen's a different one. That one's actually,
Jackson.
Randy Jackson owns that one. A couple other guys in with him on that. I think that was actually the original group that was out here. We actually call ours Champ, so hopefully that rings true for us in the Big 12 and nationally this year.
All right, guys.